Everyone, I'm Heather Erickson. I'm a business management student at Western Technical College. So for the Business Canvas project, our team chose Wigs and Whiskers as the business to follow. So just as an overview, Wigs and Whiskers is located in La Crosse, Wisconsin. They are a small business that is dedicated to providing quality pet essentials to their customers. The revenue comes from in-store purchases as well as grooming and boarding services. Customer segmentation is important so that the business knows how to allocate its resources properly. It allows the business to focus on targeting the specific customers so that they can provide the products and services that best fit those customers' needs. The customer segments that we identified, our first one is for college student Allison. So Allison does not have a lot of spare time or money and works part-time. There is organic only and retired Betty. She is 65 years old, lives alone, and is only interested in organic foods. And then we also have busy dog owner Mark, who has a full-time career and 2 children. So we're going to focus on Betty for a little bit. Betty, like we said, is retired with some free time on her hands so she can research different products and services that she thinks she really wants for her pets. She needs to find a store that will offer organic products, foods, shampoos, anything organic is what Betty is interested in. She also wants grooming services available at a store. Since she is older, it's harder for her to bend over and give her pets a bath by herself. So Wigs and Whiskers can customize orders to match the needs of their customers, something that the box stores would never consider. What Wigs and Whiskers does is if they do not have a product in store, the customers are encouraged to ask about it and they will work to get it in stock for them. So Wigs and Whiskers has 3 different channel types. So the first being social media, which is an own indirect channel. There is the Wigs and Whiskers website, which is an own indirect channel. And then we also have the Wigs and Whiskers physical store, which is an own direct channel. So how the channels are used. So Betty would use the Wigs and Whiskers store as well as the social media page to gain information about what the products and services are. And she can also use the store to make purchases and get advice from the friendly and knowledgeable staff. So for the channel phases, Betty would gain awareness of the store, as we said, by driving past and seeing the signage. She can also gain awareness by locating the website and their social media page. Betty can evaluate the store by informational flyers that are inside and outside of the store. She can utilize the virtual tour feature, and she can also read the reviews on the social media page as well. The only way for Betty to make her purchase is to physically go into the store. Wigs and Whiskers will deliver their value to Betty as a store that can fit her organic needs and offer a loyalty program. And as far as the after-sale assistance, the sales staff are always available in store or via phone to answer any questions or concerns that Betty might have about products and services. So the customer relationships, Wigs and Whiskers first uses personal assistants as a customer relationship with Betty. So that requires human interaction with an actual customer representative, which is something that older people tend to like. By interacting with the staff, Betty is building relationships with the staff every time she goes into the store. So because they were always so helpful every time she went in there, she's gained confidence and trust in the staff at Wigs and Whiskers that they're going to provide the best advice for her. And there is also communities. So in 2018, a study showed that 68% of Americans use Facebook as their preferred social media platform, which might seem a little strange since we're talking about a retired 65-year-old. However, my retired grandmother uses Facebook all the time. So the customers at Wigs and Whiskers are encouraged to leave reviews about their experience with the products and services. By reading the positive reviews, Betty feels that the store is more trustworthy. So Wigs and Whiskers is a one-time transaction based. They rely on the one-time purchases for products or services. We identified a few of the key resources. So the first being management expert groomers, the management obviously being responsible for the day-to-day managerial tasks. And our research showed that the customers are willing to pay more for expert pet care, which comes from the expert groomers. The building itself is essential to Wigs and Whiskers so that they have a physical location to conduct their business. The inventory is important because the products need to be available in order for customers to make purchases. And the computers and registers are also a key resource because it helps with the managerial tasks, and it's also essential to complete the transactions. So we have some key activities. The first being sales and customer services. Wigs and Whiskers staff will assist the customers with any questions or concerns that they have. The second key activity being marketing, and this is important so that the customers are aware of the products and services that are available at Wigs and Whiskers. And then we also have problem solving because the staff at Wigs and Whiskers are continually researching new products so that they can have the best products available for their customers. We have a couple of key partners. So Wigs and Whiskers uses strategic alliances as well as buyer-seller relationships. With strategic alliances, it allows Wigs and Whiskers to offer BOGO deals through their loyalty program. And as we learned in our reading material, the buyer-seller relationships are important because it assures that you have a reliable source of supplies coming in, and for your supplier, this means they have a steady, confirmed buyer for their product. There are two different types of cost structure. The first being value-driven, which is less concerned with the cost and more concerned about providing the quality value proposition. Then there's also cost-driven, which focuses on minimizing the cost wherever possible. Wigs and Whiskers does have a value-driven cost structure. So for Works Cited, the first site that we used was for information regarding the key partners. The second one was about what was important to college students when we were dealing with Allison. And the third being the textbook, and the last one being the Wigs and Whiskers website itself.